Yeah, on part two, you know what I'm saying? They hate that have to. I don't understand these people. Like I said, they're crazy, but they want to play all this and the third. You know what I'm saying? But he plays a square on elected officials working to undermine the certificate of vaccination identification. 19 officials such as DeSantis. No, he's not. DeSantis is doing the right thing, and you need to come up off of DeSantis because he knows what he's doing and he understands some form of science, knowing that that's not going to work, but make your situation, your trickery garbage, go on and on and on. It is a truth. It is the truth. It's the truth that our constitutional design allows that the state cannot be what are you saying? Cannot be the state cannot be the laboratories of demon mockery. You know what I'm saying? Demon mockery. He called it democracy, democracy, the, the bureaucracy, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because that's all it is. And whoever used that name should be shaming himself and be slapped. You know what I'm saying? You should have come up with a better word for a unification of a nation. You know what I'm saying? So cannot be that. But the slogan is uncompleted. It comes from a 1932 case where the Supreme Court struck down a state legislation regulations that it thought arbitrary, requiring vendors of ice to. This ain't got nothing to do with no goddamn ice. This has to do with something more. See how the word playing trickery garbage? Unlike the vendor in other industries, the justice of Louis Vanity or whatever his name is dissented argument. Yeah, because he was a deep state and a Luciferian probably. It is one of the happiest incident of the federal system that singly, courageously, single courageous state may, if it's a citizen, chose to serve as, if its citizens chose to serve as a laboratory. Nobody chose no bullshit. Stop the word playing. You forced this on the people through trickery, deception, lying, all kinds of fucking false illusion, and then you strict them, strict them, strict them, you strict them and restrict them till they just gave in. So don't come with that. They didn't volunteer. And trying novel social and economic experience without the risk of the country. No, you're risking the country right now. That's a lie, and we're playing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to hear that. That's a key part of while a constitution allows states and states to govern their internal affairs, it also provides a mechanism to protect everyone else from their poor decision. No, it don't. No, it don't. Because the governor is there to see over the state, and that's his job. It is not the federal government to tell the governor that he's wrong because of what he sees. You know what I'm saying? So you're asking the governors to make decisions that you want them to do under your Marxist a dictatorship type bullshit ass rule that these people voted for and put your dumb ass up in there. You know what I'm saying? And you cheated wherever you couldn't get a pass, just the people helping you to get up 95% to 100% black people voting Demon Democrat for their slave master Ku Klux Klan who created the Ku Klux Klan party, and Biden doing all kind of garbage to black people all the way up to where he was a vice president. And even then, come on. Don't come with that bullshit. You better look into more than just what you're looking into. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a poor decision. Our decision is right. Because if we're not sick, what the hell we doing messing with you? I don't see people running to the hospital or anywhere other than a regular checkup with their regular doctor if they ain't sick. See, you're lying somewhere. Biden is doing just that, you know what I'm saying, by well, leverage, leveraging the power of the federal government to protect citizens from the impact of the ill information policies that are enabling the virus to continue. No, the virus ain't continuing and mutating. The virus is continuing and mutating because you put this in them. Don't come with that garbage, and how you set them up is with the test. So you're lying again. Because ain't no known virus does that when nobody is sick and all of a sudden you start doing this garbage to them and next thing everybody see. Don't make no goddamn sense. Don't come with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Let me get off this bullshit ass story. You know what I'm saying? You full of shit. You know what I'm saying? You want to cause a civil war, or you want to cause some kind of chaotic devil worship shit, like burning in hell and everybody screaming and ripping apart and guts and blood and all kind of chaos going on. And the police ain't nowhere to be found, and they all up in there gassed up themselves, and they turn it into some kind of zombie, and they just ripping blood and guts and everywhere and eating babies and all kinds of nastiness and ripping their head open and sucking blood out their skull and all kinds of nastiness. That's what you want. Don't come with that bullshit. And then you got everybody in slavery and who you want to slave and who you choose to slave and who you choose to rip apart and who you choose to chop off the head and da. You know what I'm saying? You're full of garbage. You're full of garbage. This is what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And every time you turn around, you hearing some garbage. You know what I'm saying? You hearing some garbage coming from their mouth. Every time you turn around. You know what I'm saying? Every time you turn around. Moving the goalposts to make sure we stay in their garbage go trap. You know what I'm saying? And dumb Americans, like I said, like they like to call us in foreign lands and different places, dumb Americans, and now we see why. You got to be. Don't come with that bullshit. And then giggling and laughing all the fucking time. That's one thing about Americans. I'm making jokes in every single groove. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we got to get serious like soldiers and men. You can't be giggy every time you say a sentence and giggy and just pass it away and jump in. Oh, I gotta go. And making jokes out of it, you know? Now, the Center of Disease and Control and Prevention, the CDC, has issued a public health, you know what I'm saying? This is coming from a man, Matt Lily White, or whatever his name is. You know what I'm saying? He coming off the top, you know, on the Texas state. He giving this report. Now he's saying the Center of probably, I hope he know, you know what I'm saying? The Center of Disease and Control and Prevention, the CDC, has issued a public health warning about, you know, elixirus, whatever, stupid ass name. Just say what it is. You know what I'm saying? A potentially fatal disease spread by ticks in the United States. We know that. Hello, old news, because you've been saying that, but you probably did grafted and hybridized the damn tick anyway. You know what I'm saying? You probably did that garbage any damn way. You know what I'm saying? Now we're looking at our GOP Senator Republicans will lose if they relitigate the past. No, that's what let me explain something. The demon Democrats love to do that. They love to cause a catastrophe, you know what I'm saying, and they know they're involved in a catastrophe. The first thing they do is put the blame on someone else. Oldest trick in the book, number one. And then when the catastrophe go down and take the lives of a whole bunch of American people, and the people who even tried to rescue them, by you making sure that they don't walk out of there without that chemical you put there up their nose and getting them cancer and all the dirt. You know what I'm saying? You like to make sure that we forget that part. We forget the investigation as to who caused it, who did this, and who did that. Just forget about that. This is the demon Democrat. No, that's the past. That's the past. You know what I'm saying? So meanwhile, you have dumb Americans who go along with that bullshit because they're always speeding forward on some probably brain crack, baby bull crap, or just mentally retarded altogether. You know You know what I'm saying? They why you keep talking about it? He's still talking about it. You got to dig up in the evidence in order to find the truth. Don't come with that bullshit. Just like COVID went on, everybody now getting past the fact of what COVID did and the trickery that went on, and you all sick before COVID, all that bullshit, and restrict you and testing. You want in, and all of a sudden you go in and you get tested, and then 2 days later you got it. You know, and you go back and get tested, and you still got it. You know, won't forget all of that and just make it a common glide. Same with cheating the election. Oh, forget about that. Y'all keep talking about how you when the election, don't worry about investigating nothing. Don't even open the warehouses and check all the ballots in every state and count this shit over, make sure that they did win and Trump is just lying, and just forget about all that. We ride and smooth along. I still see him as a cheating, lying sucker. Him, Obama, Clinton, all of them. They deep state devil worshippers. Going all the way back to Reagan and plumber nose Nixon. And even going back further than that, LBJ and the rest of them. We need to dig up the past to make sure that we're moving forward in the right. How can one move forward and not know his past? You have to come from somewhere to be somewhere. You didn't just come from here to go there. Whether you're born today, you still going to have to grow up. And then you still going to have to learn from there and go forward. You know what I'm saying? And the mistakes that you may have made during your time, you learn from those experiences. That's understanding the investigation of the past. So you don't make the same mistake twice. See what I'm saying? So they're trying to do a bunch of bullshit and want somebody to go along with the garbage every time they open their mouth. But we on the ass. You know what I'm saying? Same they got, yeah, that's right, you snap it up and get in the back line. You know what I'm saying? You may get over there, the big look at this, you know what I'm saying? You go over there. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody with that shit with you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody in that shit with you. You know what I mean? You gotta clear you up a little bit back there. You gotta get stupid. You gotta clear you up right quick. You know what I'm saying? Clear you up right quick. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but ain't nobody with that shit with you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody that shit with you. Up in there with that bullshit. There ain't nobody in there with them. Hold on a minute, peoples. Let me wreck them right quick. Sometimes you have to clean up your back on them because they be on some dumb shit and trying to stop your joint. I need to get me somebody who can get them off my channel when they keep talking that yin-yang paddywhack and give a dog a bone. But at the same time, they sit up there and they're lying. You know what I'm saying? Now they're saying that this joint right here that I'm looking at, you know what I'm saying, we're going to focus on this one here now. The Republicans will lose if they, relitigate the past. You know what I'm saying? Senator Bill Cassidy argued during an interview on Sunday that the Republicans will lose the 2024 election if they litigate the 20... No, and now. Because that's only 4 years. And we need to know what took place in 2020. We need a full investigation into before 2020, leading up before that, all officials all the way up to the election. You know what I'm saying? And we need to litigate it. That's right. Don't let it get away from you. Keep the investigation under pressure on their neck. You know what I'm saying? If the litigation 2020 over and over again. Yes, it should be over again until we learn from it, find out what really took place, find out who was doing the lying, the treason, the garbage, and the blood sucking, and all kind of garbage shit, and we need to clear it the fuck out. That's point facts. So I don't know what the garbage he talking about litigation. You need to take your sorry behind deep state and go get your money, jump in a limousine with Biden, and both of y'all shoot off to the moon somewhere. Don't come back. You know what I'm saying? Talking about if they litigated 2020 over and over again. Yes, we want it over and over again until we get it right. It won't change the result. Yes, because you cheated, and once you get in there and sign them papers and everything is legit according to your cheating groove and shit, You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't like the reverse course and act as if like they full-fledged evidence that shows the garbage that you did. You hide, you seal, and make sure that nobody could get it to you dead and gone. Don't come with that garbage. And then you run up in there and do all kind of fraud in the name of your elected position. You know what I'm saying? Using laws to do so. So we want some litigation on the 2020 group. You know what I'm saying? Challenging the results. We want to challenge the results. We have a right to. And the people should be calling for it. Stop forgetting shit and let these demon Democrats demon craft your mind to be always in a conversation and you always speeding somewhere like you got to out-talk somebody, you got to outsmart somebody, you got to be more intelligent than somebody. Fuck that. Stay with the issue. We're not going for that shit. And it's high time you understand that. We're not no child in school trying to keep up and fit in. Switching subject like 10 miles an hour and shit. Like somebody got to keep up because you don't want to make sure that nobody get the popularity over you. Get out of my face. We're not in school and we need to litigate the 2020 results. You know what I'm saying? So we be ready for the 2024 and the people understand what took place with the demon Democrats and why you in this mess that you are now. You put yourself there by doing this bull. So the people has a lot to be blamed for as well. But there's a lot of us that do not bear no blame because we knew where we were going and what we were trying to do to heal our country and bring it back. We can always debate shit later. This is one of them that we need to really investigate and debate. You know what I'm saying? Cassidy came during a discussion about Republican Anthony, what's his name? Anthony Gonzalez. You know what I'm saying? A Republican of Hawaii, of Ohio, announcement last week that he is retiring from politics. Yes, right, Gonzalez, you better get out while you can. Who voted for former President Trump impeachment. Yeah, because you was down with the deep state. So don't come here, better get out while you can. Because they like, after they do that damage, they like to run once they get their money. You know what I'm saying? Once they get a nice paycheck and shit. You know what I'm saying? They like to run. Gonzalez, okay. All right? You coming over here doing garbage too, huh? I noticed they like to use, and they're using a lot of other foreign country people against the United States American people. Tricking them back and forth. Now you sliding up and then getting all the goodies while we've been suffering and sucking for $5 at McDonald's to feed 4 kids. To impeach Trump. Why the fuck would you want to impeach Trump? You better get out while you can, because you ain't nothing, you weren't nothing, but you wasn't even no Republican. You was a damn demon craft, demon worshiper, Satan worshiper that was working for the demon craft. So you could beat it along with the rest of your silly folks. Jump in a limousine with the rest of them and shoot to the moon. Don't come back. We don't need you. You know what I'm saying? Talking about Trump. He's talking about impeaching, referred to Trump as a cancer. No, you was the cancer. You was the cancer, Mr. Gonzalez. You are trickster, lion, Luciferian son of a... Woo! Shut your mouth. Beat it. Do like Michael Jackson and take your ass back across where you came from or whatever country you came from. We don't need you. You know what I'm saying? We don't need you. You know what I'm saying? We're not even going to read your garbage. Nobody wants to hear your shit. You full of shit too. You working right with them. Don't come with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We got to start putting these people in their place. Don't let them come over here and telling you, meanwhile they're blocking the Haitians from coming in, but you open the border, south of the border. Then everybody in the country coming from South America, but when the Haitians come, you call yourself the U.S. closed part of Texas border begins the flying of Haitian home, fleeing their home. I mean, fleeing their home or whatever they want to say. Yeah, because you corrupted their country and then they tried to rip it apart, and you over there sucking out all the oil, which probably is all probably gone, probably still there. You're buying big rich houses and everything that go for Clinton and the rest of them living up in the country and shit. And meanwhile, you using the governors and the government to destroy each other. Don't come with that bullshit. While you reap all the good shit out of it, out of that country. How many people know there's a lot of oil and shit that was in that country and still probably is? You know what I'm saying? And notice every time they have an earthquake or something, it always only hit where the black people at. So who's moving the vault and directing that blow, my friend? You know what I'm saying? It never hit nowhere else but where the black people at. We are on to that. You need to get over to the general. You know what I'm saying? Let him hand that on you and give you some thoughts on that. You know what I'm saying? Because he has a real good presentation speaking about these things. You know what I mean? You just got to look it up. You know what I mean? He's doing a lot of good stuff over there. You know what I'm saying? Every time something happens, we always get a tragic story that tries to derail issues away from what they're doing. You know what I mean? So we have to start looking at things more better and start playing around like we little children. Ain't nobody nobody's child. You know what I'm saying? And you should have more understanding, you know what I'm saying, as to, the Biden administration to deport Haitians into South Texas. You know what I'm saying? They're going to deport the Haitians into South Texas. See the garbage they're doing? But he talking about how he care about equality and how he love black people, and he going to the memorial and he's not anything to make you believe in these demons. They will do. You know what I'm saying? They will do. You know what I'm saying? We even looking at a lot of stuff, even with the rally that came up. You know what I'm saying? We need to start looking at things more better. We spending too much time playing this little girl and little boy game. We're not little boys and we're not little girls. We need to start understanding a lot of shit. Even when it comes to Clinton, Hillary Clinton indictment blows Russia collusion conspiracy wide open. Top GOP investigator said. You know what I'm saying? That's right. You know what I'm saying? She was accusing him of Russia collusion the whole time, but yet still, you know what I'm saying? She up there, and now it said that she blew. Yeah, once it all forgotten and nobody want to hear about that no more, then you start saying these things. You know what I'm saying? That's what our GOP investigator said. They said the cybersecurity lawyers indicted the cyber security lawyers indicted this week by a grand jury in special counsel John Dunham's, or whatever his name is, investigation could end up being a fall guy for Hillary Clinton. See how she gonna try to escape after she done sacrifice a little children, as far as I can see. You know what I'm saying? See how he gonna try to be the fall guy, so she slides away. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of game they play. You know what I'm saying? Where they do the garbage to people, do garbage behind the campaigns and everything, and then they use some guy to take the fall. You know what I'm saying? While they slide away the one who actually did it. It'll be the fall guy for the Hillary Clinton 2016 campaign. Warns a top house Republican. You know what I'm saying? Republican Davin Nunes, you know what I'm saying? A ranking member of the House Intelligence Committee told Newsmax, you know what I'm saying, this coming, I guess Newsmax coming from them on Thursday, that there's evidence of a broad Russian collusion conspiracy allegations, you know what I'm saying, allegations the congressman team investigated and referred to the Justice Department. But Noon cautioned that the Clinton have a long history of their lawyers and agents disappearing. Demon Democrat bullshit. What you talking about? Even he's saying it. And we've been saying it, and young Pharaoh been saying that for a while. But everybody laughing at young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh was on point. So was the general. Sarah Sultan Seti. The general, you know what I'm saying? The general. Don't come with that bullshit. You heard what he said? You heard what he said? A broad Russia collusion conspiracy allegations that the congressman team investigated and referred to the Justice Department. But Noon, Senator Noon, or whatever he is, the lawyer, whatever, I think he's a senator or Republican, you know what I'm saying, cautioned that the Clintons have a long history of their lawyers and agents disappearing. You know what they're doing to cover their ass, taking them out. Don't come with that bullshit. I don't need to say no more because she's nothing but a devil worshiper, satanic Luciferian bullshit that everybody seems to be falling for because you're following behind these black civil rights leaders and all these different white leaders that preaching Democrat demon, Democrat demon, demon, demon. Even the young kids calling themselves emo. You know what I'm saying? And all gothic and all kinds of shit and they devil worshiping and that's supposed to make them feel like super duper, you know what I'm saying? And all of that, have a special place and all of this and that. You're full of garbage. You teach your kids garbage and you need to stop it. You're just hating on African people and taking their land and been robbing and stealing everybody you could probably steal and rob from and then call them the victim after you done made them impoverished. Let's get it straight. And don't come with that demon, Democrat, devil worship, satanic, Baphomet bullshit. We've got to be ready to blow it off the map if we have to. Get them out of here. You know what I'm saying? We don't need them. They're full of garbage. Let's just be honest here. Let's just be honest here. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest here. They're garbage. They're garbage. And y'all keep voting these same clowns back in every time. I don't know what making you see that they're doing something. They have never given you anything. They have never done nothing right. And they've always do whatever they want. Pizza parties, hot dog parties, child sacrifice, pedophilia, all kinds of nastiness behind the cover of law. We've got to flush them out. This is why they always want to win the election and don't want a Republican to have no rule. Because they know the Republicans will run them out. And they'll investigate and they'll probably go to jail for treason and all kinds of pedophilia nastiness. So they'll do anything. That's why they're censoring your comments and all kinds of shit. They don't want the truth because they're living a full-fledged Luciferian garbage bullshit. And then want to feed off the people. We've got to run them out. So this is Point Black saying, think straight, think right, stay tight. Get over to my man and get your knowledge on. You know who I'm talking about. And do what you got to do to get right, to understand who you are dealing with. This is Point Black saying, Rastafari, may the mother be thy God. Farewell, my friends. We will meet again.